I have often wondered if the Bigfoot phenomenon is associated with the paranormal. I learned that this pond has had a history of ghostly visitations. I've only been able to verify 2 deaths at Steed's Pond, and they occurred on the same day. On the afternoon of April 22nd, 1949, 3 young boys were playing on a raft in the icy pond. 2 of the boys were brothers, Walter and Billy Pacheco, and the third was their cousin Louis. While playing, something caused the raft to overturn, throwing Walter, Billy, and Louis into the water. Billy was able to cling to the raft and make it safely to shore, but Walter and Louis fell into the icy water and soon went under. Billy ran home to tell his mother, who followed him back to the pond. Despite her desperate cries for the children, there was no answer. Rescue crews from Hill Air Force Base made their way quickly to the pond and sent out boats with grappling hooks and long poles to hopefully recover the bodies. The bodies of Walter and Louis were located and pulled from the water around 10:30 p.m. Walter was 9 and Louis was 13 years old. Louis was buried in the Kaysville Cemetery, and Walter was buried out of state, most likely in Colorado.
I'm at a small pond, and I didn't see much. Not much around here until I came around this bend. Check this out. There is absolutely no evidence of lightning hitting that. How does that occur? Does anybody have an idea? It looks like that's been ripped off. I know. Get some ducks. Looks like they're heading this way. But this is a beautiful little pond. Lots of trash around here. See that? I just don't know how else that happens. See that break there? That split? And that could be natural. But the other one I don't think was at all. Look at this. This even has a berry on it. Some form of fruit. So here we go. Here's another break. There's snap up here. Now this is still living, as you can see. There's still growth, still green. I believe this is a Russian olive. It's got some interesting fruit on it, as you saw. But this is a little different. And that's always fun to find. Articles of clothing. But this is a fishing hole, albeit not a very big one, but they still have regulation signs up that you can only catch a couple of fish a day. So, you know, there are reports of the creatures going up to, hey, can you be quiet for a second? I appreciate it. Going over to, where's that snap again? Going over to farms, like catfish farms and trout farms. Interesting. So next to the pond is this, like, bike trails you can see, and like this on this side, there's all this overgrowth, and it abuts all these people's houses, and I think there's a little bit of wetness. Like when you go down this way, it's kind of damp with overgrowth as well. Lots of little niches for something to hide. There's some kids over there and a kitty cat. But look at the overgrowth. And this is just Texas Trail. And I think there's water down this way, but obviously that's some human activity with those being chopped off. But
fence fell down.
So
Dad,
that could be human
fence
activity
fell down.
or not.
Dad, show him this
This is
fence.
right there.
Dad, show him this fence. Dad, show him this fence. Wait, hold on, Dad. Let me go down. I want to get a flag. Dad, there's a flag over
Yeah, leave that alone.
It's a flag. You, Dad?
You smell it.
You
Look at all
smell it?
this refuse on the ground, these twigs. I smell poo. Anyway, that's where that makeshift fort
Flag,
is.
flag, Dad. There's a flag.
Makeshift fort.
I'll show you the flag.
Yeah, that's a marker.
Flag?
Let's see what's down here. This little trail goes on for ways. Stick with me. It's interesting that one fort that fort I just saw looks like the one I saw over Hobbs Wallow.
Dad, look at that.
You're really close to human activity, houses,
Little
and this
hole.
goes in someone's backyard. So,
Dad, that
all right, I
little
think we're going to
hole.
turn around. So, in some areas of the country, there's different vernacular for Sasquatch. One of them is Chicken Man, and that came to mind. Just a minute, honey.
Dad, look, there's one.
Just a minute. You guys see this? Did you see the wire? Like it was ripped off.
Yeah, there's worm trails.
So I think Ohio calls them grass man. Down south they call them boogers. And I'm not sure where the term chicken man came from, but that's what that made me think of, was like a chicken coop. And I wonder up in there if there's any livestock, especially being close to. So here's another area. And this isn't a familiar sight to me in Utah. Really close to kids over there. You hear them. Look at those. Check out that tree. Check out that lean going all the way over.
You know it's the end of Layton Shortwalker.
Anyway,
Treasure.
I don't see anything but human activity as far as tracks go right here.
There's treasure.
Some dog tracks. A lot of duck tracks up on the other side of the pond.
Dad, I found treasure.
I'd like to know if that pole that's sticking out, if that's actually if it's grown there, if it's been smacked, if it's been pushed down to stand up straight like that. Anyway, keep looking around. So here's another area. And this isn't a familiar sight to me in Utah. Really close to kids over there. You hear them. Look at those. Check out that tree. Check out that lean going all the way over.
You know it's the end of Layton Shortwalker.
Anyway,
Treasure.
I don't see anything but human activity as far as tracks go right here.
There's treasure.
Some dog tracks. A lot of duck tracks up on the other side of the pond.
Dad, I found treasure.
I'd like to know if that pole that's sticking out, if that's actually if it's grown there, if it's been smacked, if it's been pushed down to stand up straight like that. Anyway, keep looking around. You see that over there? That noise? Try to zoom in. I thought I'd walked in on somebody taking a leak. And there's a lot of activity. You can hear people walking by. Yeah. Oh my goodness, I'm glad I didn't. There's kids going fishing over there. Anyway, there's some more tracks over here. Let's check them out. Maybe nothing, maybe something. Okay, that's human. How's it going?
Nice monkeys.
Look at that. Raccoons. Wait, check this out. We got root ball and a crack. See that? It's definitely not from there. So, anyway, interesting. You okay? Did you find some flowers? Yeah, and berries. Okay, yeah, check out the break. And that's been stripped off.
And my hands are dirty. Show them.
That's all part of getting
I'll
out in
show
the
'em
woods,
my
though.
hands.
Your dirty hands? Okay. Yes. Look. Look up here. Do you see the break? And you've got all that's cleared out. When we look behind, see all these trees? And this. Look at that. Look at that, guys. That's definitely not there. It's huge. And it's dying. You see that? You see that that's been moved here. Along with this other one. That's been, looks like it's been chewed on by a beaver.
Worm stuff.
Huge pole. And look. There's the root ball. Look. Look at this. Look at look how it's been peeled and stripped. Just a minute, hon. Look at this. Look over here. And that's been pulled down. So is this. Look at that. All the bark. All that bark has been stripped off of there. Fantastic roots over that way. That's huge. So in addition to a few berries that were back there, look what we got. We've got some kind of like prairie apple. You know? Let's see a few of them back there. Yeah. Not very big, but another food source, you know.